We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. We're set for football, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still 9 remaining on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able to run with the ball. But you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullback, so the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10, and able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
In your face. Mike, check, 59.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Money in the bank, baby.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the counter. Porter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on!
They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Porter. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barker. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them. He
finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
13 yards remaining on second down.
To throw is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Come on, now, let's go.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 2.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. The Jets looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Get ready.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll run on first down. Porter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here we go.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Porter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Barker.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second and goal, Wilson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Wilson going to throw, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Offense actually plays an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fights him off. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. I don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now a give right side. It's Porter. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be third and forever. Try to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run on first down. Porter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds McCoy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They're going to look to throw.
That is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again.
Let's get off the field.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and they can't bring him down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
He's brought down at the 31.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, Winslow. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.